Oh, Paris, the city of the Eiffel Tower, the Seine, and the museums. Every year, destination for millions of tourists attracted by its charming streets, cozy cafes, and romantic spots. The city of love. And very soon, the city of the bicycles. Well, you might say Paris is not Amsterdam, but I would reply, it is slowly getting there. Or at least, this is what the city council would like to accomplish, doing everything possible to encourage Parisians to give up their cars and take a bike. This summer, a new bicycle rental system called Vélib, from Vélo, Bicycle, and Liberté, Freedom, will encourage even the least motivated and skeptical to use bikes. And how can anyone say no? For a yearly fee of 29 euros, anyone can pick up a bike from a stand, do groceries, go to work, or simply take a ride and leave it at another stand at the destination. The city promises to have a stand every 300 meters and a few thousand bicycles at the disposal. So far, the construction has begun only in the first and the second arrondissement, but soon more stations will spur in the eastern neighborhoods of the city. Scott Briggs, an AP alumni working in Paris, is a passionate bike rider and a fervent supporter of all the efforts to promote bikes for public transportation.
I hope that people start doing it more, just because it makes more sense. There's so many people that drive just one person in a car. It doesn't make sense, and they sit in traffic and then they honk and they get frustrated that they're not going anywhere.
Scott has lived in Paris for 5 years, and during that time he admits that much has changed.
Current mayor has, over a process of a number of years, has done a lot of things to make Paris more bike friendly, putting in more bike lanes, making them more bike friendly, like segregating them from the road by putting concrete blocks in the way. One of the problems, the only problem with that is that bike lanes can be kind of narrow. So if there is a problem, if a pedestrian does step into the way, or if something happens, there's no way to go. You have to be able to stop. You can't turn. So it's kind of a problem.
In just 5 years, the bike paths in Paris increased from only 70 kilometers to over 320 kilometers spread throughout the city. Bicycle parking stands are a common sight now. And every weekend, through the initiative Paris Respire, meaning Paris Breathes, the roads along the Seine are reserved for people on bikes and rollers.
So what do I use a bike for? I go to the swimming pool, I go shopping, I go to meet friends. I used to live in the 12th, and so if I wanted to stay late, I had two choices. I either rode my bike or I took a taxi, and so a lot of times, especially in the summer, in the spring and summer, it's really nice, so I just took my bike, and that way I could get home really easily. And I could stay as late as I wanted to without depending on the metro. Especially if it's a nice day. I like the exercise, and it just feels good, you know, and it's fun. It's fun weaving in and out of traffic. I get kind of an adrenaline rush out of it, so I like going fast. I don't know, I'm kind of obnoxious when I get on my bike because I do weave in and out of traffic. I don't know, I don't really plan on doing it. Once I'm on my bike, I just get this, it just kind of takes over, and so I just go with the flow, and like if we're at a stoplight, if there's a scooter next to me or if there's a car next to me, I'll race it, just because it's fun, it's something to do. You know, I don't try and show off, I just like to play around.
And it's exactly this playfulness that gave him a ride to the hospital at 3 Stitches last summer when he ran over a pedestrian at Rue de Rivoli.
Well, the new bike system will hopefully get people to take bikes more seriously as a form of transportation. If it's easy, if it's really easy to actually pick up a bike and then actually store it, then I really think people will start to take bikes as But the mayor was marketing it as the fifth form of transportation for Paris, after the metro, RER buses, and the tram. So yeah, I mean, I think people will take it a lot more seriously, and hopefully a lot more people will use it as a